Hey everyone, it's Amberly. So, recently Ken and I bought some books from Amazon on snake keeping, and I read through both of them in their entirety, which isn't necessarily a big deal. They're not that thick. But this one is called Ball Pythons in Captivity. It was written by Kevin McCurley, who, if I'm not mistaken, he is, right here on the back, owner of New England Reptile Distribution's Nerd. He is Nerd. This guy. So he wrote this book, and to be honest, it was pretty straightforward. It was almost everything that we already knew, except for maybe one or two things on breeding, which we haven't necessarily experienced yet. I would recommend it if you just got into ball pythons, or if you were thinking about getting into ball pythons. I think this would be a really good read. It did give a lot of the concrete, factual stuff that you really need to know going into it. Stuff that we found on the internet, but it had a lot of really useful stuff, like what to clean with. There's lots of pretty pictures. There's a little picture gallery in the back. And of course, there is the coveted coral glow that I want so very badly. And then the other book was called What's Wrong with My Snake? It is by Dr. John Rosie and his wife Roxanne Rosie. And this made me paranoid. It made me so paranoid. There are so many things that can go wrong with ball pythons that I had no idea about. Now, this isn't ball python restricted. It's about all snakes. And I love the cover. They make that look so freaking easy. It is not that easy to open a snake's mouth. It takes Ken and I both just to get one of the snake's mouths open. We had to administer antibiotics to Grimshaw these past 2 weeks. He got an upper respiratory infection, and it was definitely not as easy as that. So I was thinking this has so much good information in it that I would share some of the points that I found really interesting without, of course, giving away all of the information from the book, because I'm pretty sure that would be some sort of copyright infringement deal. But I do recommend that this book, I think it was like, I don't even know, it was like a couple bucks on Amazon. A few of you have seen my videos. I've already expressed I'm pretty cheap. I don't have a job. I just graduated college, and I'm unable to get a job right now due to some medical issues. But this thing it just made me so paranoid, and the pictures are like gruesome. Like, there are some really, really gnarly, some really bad pictures in here. Like a snake got its tail hurt, and then that one got attacked by a ferret. Like, that's gruesome. And of course that whole page is highlighted because I got so paranoid about stuff. But most of the other stuff I knew a little bit about, but this covers so much that if you are very serious about going into reptile keeping, you want to know this stuff. I would never have really thought to check the snake's mouths that often, or do fecal samples, which is something that I'm sure nobody gets really excited about. But now that I know just how important those things are, and how vitally important actually it is to keep their environments as perfect as possible, a lot of these illnesses and diseases can be just simply avoided by keeping their habitats, clean, warm enough, humid enough, not too humid, not too cold, not too hot. For ball pythons, it's a very forgiving balance, so I felt like that was something that we lucked out on. We got into ball pythons just because it was what was available to us at the time, and so we fell in love with the right species. So with that said, I wanted to maybe go over some of the stuff that I learned. And of course, like I said, I got super paranoid, so now we have a little snake schedule when we're supposed to weigh everybody, feed everybody, which we already kind of know. But then we have days where it says, like, check their mouths and, inspect all fecal matter as it becomes available, because a lot of the worms will be macroscopic. However, some of them will be microscopic, as well as some protozoans and amoebas, which means I may have to try to dig out a microscope I had from like 7th grade and try to find some slides, cover slips, and learn how to identify some of these nasty little problem causers so that we can keep the snakes healthy. So, luckily, I was pre-med when I first went to college. I knew a lot about biology, and I had to take chem labs and whatnot, bio labs. I kind of know how to already do a lot of this stuff, but the hard part is going to be about learning or relearning a lot of this stuff. So that's kind of why we haven't been posting a lot. Like I said, Grimm's been sick, and I've been reading these books and getting kind of paranoid about all of the bad things that can happen that I did not know could happen. So that's an update as to what we're doing right now. Hopefully we will get some more interesting things up soon. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Hey guys, if you liked that video, check out our other videos. Also, don't forget to rate and subscribe and comment and all that down below. And Chester says please.